Hi guys! I haven't been live in so long. We'll title it Tinfoil Tuesday because I haven't done one in a while and it's super controversial. I'm just trying to go live really quick on Instagram so that we can get two birds with one stone. I'm not sure how much time I'm going to have here, but we're going to try to do this real quick. Let's see. All right. So today I wanted to talk about the secret fountain of youth. Can you guess what that is? Ah! Sorry guys. I'm trying to go live on Instagram. Okay, so the secret fountain of youth. I'm super excited about this. This is really controversial. Hi guys, Instagram. So I have a show on Facebook. It's called Tinfoil Tuesdays. Haven't gone live in a while, so I thought I'd double it up. So not looking at Instagram, looking at Facebook. Sorry about that. So the secret fountain of youth. I talk about the liver a lot, and a lot of people are like, why do you talk about the liver all the time? What does that have to do with gut health and digestion or any of that, right? Well, the answer is absolutely everything, okay? So the liver has over 2,000 functions in the body, over 2,000. It's insane the amount of things that it's actually responsible for and the things that it's in charge of. But one of its main responsibilities is to emulsify fat, to help fats digest. Now, an emulsifier is similar to like a dish soap. When you have an oily pan and you're trying to wash it out, if you just wash it out with water, that oil is going to stay on there, right? So you need a little bit of dish soap to emulsify that fat so that the oil can be digested. Now, what is water's greatest antagonist? Oil, right? And aren't we mostly made up of water? Yes. So would you think that it's healthy to eat oil? Any oil, even the healthy oils, the healthy fats, if we're mostly made out of water? Wouldn't you think that if oil is water's greatest antagonist, that we should avoid it if we're mostly made up of water? These are just thoughts that I've had. None of the stuff that I'm talking about has been researched or studied. None of it has been proven to be true. But just because science isn't there yet doesn't mean that we shouldn't think about it and use our better judgment and common sense and figure out if it's actually healthy what we're doing. So the secret fountain of youth. The liver, I truly believe, is the secret fountain of youth because it has to filter everything in the body. Literally everything that you're exposed to, whether it's air, water, emotions. Every emotion that you have produces a chemical reaction in the body, right? All of that the liver has to filter. Now, we're a machine, right? So the fuel that we're consuming, so the foods that are going into the machine are going to determine what kind of exhaust the machine will produce. So the type of wood that you're putting in a fire is going to determine the color of the smoke, the quality of the smoke, if it's white smoke, black smoke, if it smells horrible, right? Same thing happens in the body. So when we're putting in food, we have to make sure that it's the right fuel for the body, or else the body is going to not work appropriately. You're going to have lethargy, like chronic fatigue, moodiness. Things will start showing up on the skin. Things that we think are normal, like bloating and gas after meals, that are absolutely not normal will happen, depending on the type of fuel that you're putting in, right? Use the right fuel for the right machine. Now, I honestly believe, this is like my suspicion, that the less the liver has to work, the better health will be in, because the less the body has to filter. So if we know that the liver's main goal is to digest fats, then we have to reduce the amount of fats, or try to abstain from them for a period of time so that the liver finally gets a break, right? And what does the liver love? What feeds the liver? Healthy carbohydrates, fruits, vegetables, root vegetables. These are all healthy carbs. Do not be afraid of carbohydrates. Do not be afraid of fruit sugar. It digests so quickly. It has a ton of antioxidants, other nutrients, other phytochemicals in there. There's a study that just came out that linked fruit juice to a decrease in lifespan. Like, you're going to die younger if you drink fruit juice. No. So what these studies are actually referring to are the bottled fruit juices that are in the store. Yeah, that's just sugar water, because the juice has been pasteurized, meaning it's been heated. Even the high pressure pasteurization, do not be fooled, that deconstructs the juice, the atoms in the juice, It's dead juice. You are really just drinking sugar at that point. But when you're juicing fresh juice, when it's not pasteurized, it has so many benefits for you. And no, it's not just sugar water. No, it's not going to cause candida or any of that crazy stuff that people are like scared about. Okay, do not be afraid of fresh fruit juice. Throw some veggies in there, of course, but do not be afraid of that. Do not believe all these like crazy stories out there that are trying to make you believe that fruit's bad for you or vegetables are bad for you or like raw spinach is bad for you. Oh my God, that stuff drives me crazy. Seriously, out of everything that people are eating, you're going to pick on the fruits and vegetables. There's a reason for that, you guys. Like there is absolutely a reason why this is happening. But let's get back to the liver. So what can you do to cleanse the liver? So abstaining from fat anytime that you don't eat fat, the liver finally gets a break. Now, if you're doing a high protein diet, inevitably you're doing a high fat diet. And I'm going to do a post about this pretty soon. But anything that is high protein is high fat. All your protein shakes, your protein bars, your paleo meals, where you're doing like meat and veggies, all of your meat has fat in it. And not only does it have fat, but it has a ton of fat. So I want you guys to change your perspective when you're eating a meal. If you see protein, I want you to sub that out for fat. If you see protein, automatically it's fat. If you're seeing nuts and seeds, it's fat. If you're seeing animal protein, it's fat. Eggs, fat. Meat, fat. Okay, it's literally, it's all fat. And even the healthy fats, even like the avocados and the coconut, your nuts and seeds and things like that, are fats that are going to make the liver work. So at the end of the day, it's just what is optimal for your digestion and your health. And it's to make your liver work less so that it can do the thousands of other functions that it's meant to do. And to give your digestive system a break, because the digestive system uses the most energy out of any other system in the body. And so the less energy the digestive system can use, the more energy the body has for everything else. So nuts and seeds, for example, they're not meant to be digested, right? The entire goal, the entire life of a seed or a nut is to pass through you whole so that it can be pooped out in a nice ball of fertilizer so it can reproduce. It doesn't want to be digested by you. So the whole nuts and seeds will come out whole. Like as finally as you chew them, that's how they come out. So I might be the only person out there that's saying this. I don't know anybody else who's saying this. I'm very, very suspicious of nuts and seeds. As a colon hydrotherapist, I see them come out whole out of people who literally, like I said, as finally as you chew them, that's how they come out. So if they're coming out whole, are we even absorbing them? They might have a great macronutrient profile on paper, but are we absorbing any of it? It's like, sure, it's great on paper, it has all this protein and all these fats, but if I'm not digesting it and I'm not absorbing it, is it even good for me? I think if they do have any kind of action in the body, I think that they kind of act like a fiber, almost like an abrasive, kind of like a scrub. So I do think it has some benefits. If you're going to have nuts and seeds, it's better if you sprout them because they're going to be more easily digested. So you're probably wondering why I'm talking so fast. I'm in between clients and I really wanted to get on live because I haven't been live in so long and I missed you guys. But I am hoping to be live more frequently if my schedule allows. I have so much travel coming up. But if there's anything that you guys would like me to cover, just let me know, send me a message, drop it in the comments, and I sure will. Especially if I have a request, then I will for sure go live for you guys. So, at the end of the day, what's optimal for your health? Whenever you're eating something, ask yourself, is it cleansing me or clogging me? Food is going to do one or the other, never both, never in the middle. The foods that are going to cleanse you have a lot of water and fiber. Those are your fruits, your vegetables, root vegetables, leafy greens. Literally everything else clogs. Dairy clogs, animal protein clogs, grain clog. It doesn't matter what else you're eating. It will clog if it doesn't have high fiber and high water. So the majority of your meals have to be fruits and vegetables. And kind of going back to the fruit fear that a lot of people have, if you are diabetic, so the liver and the pancreas they're interconnected, right? If you're diabetic and you're staying away from fruit because it's spiking your insulin, then I want you to realize that you're not healing the underlying problem, right? Like the diabetes is still there, you're just avoiding the trigger. Don't you want to heal the diabetes? Don't you want to heal what's at the root of it? And so what's actually spiking the insulin and keeping your insulin up is the fat that's in the body. If you're to only eat carbohydrates, if you're to only eat fruits and root vegetables and vegetables, which are all carbohydrates, did you know that your insulin would actually not spike? Whoa. So yes, you can be a diabetic and you can reverse your diabetes by just eating fruits and vegetables. That is a thing. There are thousands of people out there who are doing this. A lot of people freak out when they have diabetes and I tell them to eat more fruit, and it's like, if you're not eating a lot of fat, you won't be in trouble. And by a lot of fat, I mean like over 30 grams a day. Most of us don't even realize the amount of fat that we're eating. Look at the nutrition facts and pay attention to what percentage of your daily values, even a serving of anything that you're eating, as far as the fat content goes, is that it's between 10 to 25% of your daily values. Though I don't believe in those daily values, then I don't believe in the daily values, but it is kind of a good I guess, way of keeping track of where you're at, right? Standard. All of us are eating way more fat than we should be eating by far. So reduce the amount of fat. My tip for you is to not eat any fat in the morning. So overnight, your body's finally in a fasting state. You're not eating any fats. For most people, this is the first time during the day that the body finally got a break. In the mornings, do some lemon water, do some teas, do some fruit smoothies. All those healthy carbohydrates are going to feed the liver. And then if you want to have your fat, wait till noon or later, the liver will start to work. But at least now the liver finally got a break overnight. Take a little bit of rest. It can finally start to cleanse and detox, which is its job. Yes, the body naturally cleanses and detoxes itself, but not when you're overburdening it with all this crap that it needs to cleanse at the detox at the same time. A lot of people are like, well, why do I need to cleanse or detox if that's what the body does? Yeah, that's what it's supposed to do, but in most cases it doesn't get the chance to because you're overwhelming it with all this crap that you're putting into it. So so give your liver a break in the mornings. Don't have any fat, just healthy carbohydrates. Don't get crazy with protein powders or nut butters or seeds in the fruit smoothies. Okay, just fruit or veggies. That's it. It sounds really simple, but health, true health is simple. We have this need of overcomplicating things. We're human, we're engineers, we always want to make everything better, but honestly, at the end of the day, there's no pill that I can give to you, there's no supplement, there's nothing that I can give to you that will replace what a fresh fruit or a vegetable or herb can do for your body. So that's my Tinfoil Tuesday on this lovely Friday. Feel free to message me if you have any questions, if there's anything that you want me to share with you. Constantine said, thank you for information and you enjoy my English pronunciation. Thank you. English is the last language that I learned. I speak 4 or 5 other languages, so I feel like I have a pretty heavy accent in English, but probably have a heavier accent in all the other languages that I speak. So thank you, I appreciate that. Thank you for joining us, you guys. I know there are quite a few of you on Instagram as well. So have a great day, and I'll try to hop on here a little bit more frequently. Bye.